All right, guys, Chef Leroy here, and we are going to sous vide a turkey breast for Thanksgiving. First thing you got to do is take the package off, and this is about a little over an 8-pound bone-in turkey breast. So take that package off, and then we're going to rinse it off as well. There's this little pouch in here. This is like a gravy pouch. I just get rid of that. We don't need that for this recipe, but there you go. Turkey's ready to go. And I'm going to put it into a container and get it over to a cutting board, and we are going to fillet that meat off the bone. Alright, now that I've got the meat removed from the bone, I'm going to go ahead and make a little bit of a turkey stock with that bone. So I'm going to throw it into my pot. Alright, I got the turkey in the pot. I'm going to add 1 quart of chicken stock to the pan, and I will follow that up with 3 quarts of water. Alright, that's the rest of the water. That was 3 quarts of water, 1 quart of chicken stock. Alright, rough chop a quarter of a yellow onion, 1 clove of garlic, and 3 ribs of celery. Okay. Alright, let's add the vegetables to the stock. Alright, we're going to bring it up to a boil and then reduce it to a simmer. Let it simmer for a while, and you got a fantastic turkey stock. All right, our stock is done. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to strain out the vegetables out of the stock, and we're going to set it aside for a later step. All right, the veggies are out, and look at that stock. Doesn't it look amazing? All right, the stock is done, and that's kind of a sidebar to this whole video of sous vide turkey breast. So this is the process that we're going to use to sous vide this turkey breast. I'm only going to pan sear one side too. That's the skin side down. Brown it up nicely. Okay, go ahead and put the turkey breast on a tray. And there you go. Alright, this is for the next step. Okay, so we're going to let them cool down a little bit, and then I'm going to put a salt and sugar seasoning cure on these, and we will sous vide them for 24 hours. Okay. All right. So in the bowl here, this is part of the recipe for my Joule water circulator for sous vide items, and we're going to use this cure on the turkey breast. Basically, we're doing almost like a confit style, because this is going to cook for 24 hours. All right. So in the bowl, I've got 3 tablespoons of salt, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 teaspoon of dry thyme, 1 teaspoon of sage, ground sage, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of black pepper. And what you're going to do is you're going to sprinkle it over the turkey breast. You're going to do it on both sides. Okay, just like that. I'm going to flip it over. And do the other side. Now, when I did this recipe for this salt sugar mixture, I did not really determine how much I would need for this turkey breast, so I do have quite a bit of mixture here. So I'm not going to put too much on. And then what you can do is just put it into a Ziploc bag or a container and just save it for another time when you're going to do another sous vide item, like a turkey or a chicken. Okay. That's good. So we have quite a bit left, which is fine, because it is all dry. All right, now we're going to put it into our Ziploc bags. Okay, make sure you roll down the edge and slide the turkey breast right inside, just like that. Okay. For the last step, we're going to use oil. I've got olive oil here. Going to use 2 teaspoons in each bag. All right, go ahead and roll the bags all the way up. There you go. Just kind of mix the oil into the turkey just a little bit. And we're ready to go into the water bath. Go ahead and slide your turkey down inside. Like that. The other bag. Now these are floating a bit, okay? So you don't want them to float. You want them under the water. I happen to have these little magnets I bought online. So we'll just sink those turkey breasts down in there. Now again, this is going to cook for 24 hours and you're not going to have enough water for the whole 24 hours. You'll have to add water to this at least a few times during the cooking period. Now it is cooking pretty slow. Again, 24 hours is quite a long time. And it's only cooking at 130 degrees or 131. So you can see I can put my hands in the water and it's not that hot. But just make sure the magnets hold the bag down. And again, keep the bag unsealed at the top. You don't need to seal it. Okay, and I know that the app already said to add the product, so that's good to go. And I'll show you that quick here. Okay, that's what the app looks like. It shows you that the water's heated to 131 degrees, 24 hour. And now it says add food and tap to start your timer. And there we go. Be ready to go tomorrow at 8:15 a.m. So the big thing is at nighttime, you really want to make sure that you add water to it. And the other thing I may do, I've done it before, I probably will put a cover over the top too. That'll help keep down the evaporation of the liquid. Okay, I'll show you what they look like in 24 hours, guys. So, all right, I got about 20 minutes left on my turkey that I'm sous vide. So, tips and tricks. You don't need anything fancy to do this stuff as long as your vessel is large enough for the product you're going to sous vide. I use just freezer Ziploc bags. They work perfectly fine. You don't need to go buy any special type of bags. I do suggest to find those magnets. They're a coated magnet with rubber. They work out really slick, help keep your bags down if your product is floating. A lot of times if you're doing vegetables, they float. Again, I put aluminum foil on top of mine. Here's my Joule sous vide water circulator, and the foil helps a lot, cuts down a lot of the evaporation. So as you can see here, this has been cooking all night long and the water is just right here. So make sure you cover it. It'll help a lot with evaporation. And as it was, this cooked for about 8 hours or so, and I had to add about 3 cups of water to the pot, and that was without having the foil on top. All right, so that's a little tips and tricks on sous vide methods. Again, this is the Joule, and I've got an older model. I've had this for quite a few years now. Just love it. You can see the magnets here in the pan, on the bags, holding the turkey down in there. And again, I don't Ziploc the bag. All right, we'll show you what it looks like when I pull it out of that pan. All right, so my timer went off. And now it'll show you a holding time. So you can actually keep it in here until 10:15, so literally 2 hours later. I'm not doing that. It's coming out, so go ahead and hit the stop Joule, hit OK, and then the machine shuts off. Now, here's another thing about using a tablet or something like that to run this. Make sure you keep it plugged in, because you do not want this thing to shut down during the night sometime when you're not able to keep an eye on it. All right, let's get those turkeys out of the pan and show you what they look like. Magnets, they'll just slide up with the bag, so do that. And you can take them right out of there. The water's not that hot, it's only 130 degrees. Now, what you could do, if I knew how these were going to come out already, I've never done this turkey like this, I would just probably vacuum seal them with my chamber vacuum sealer, and then they're freezable right away. but I'm going to be processing some of this turkey for Thanksgiving, so that's why I'm not vacuum sealing it. Plus, I don't know what the outcome is yet. Okay, I got my tongs here. Turkey's out. All right, let's take a slice off here. I'll tell you one thing, it sure is tender. Oh my gosh. Wow, that is really tender. It is a bit salty. That's because we had that cure on there. I don't think that's going to be a major problem because I'm going to actually make this into something else, and the salt level can be adjusted with that sauce. I'll probably just go ahead and take the skin off. I don't need that. Wow, this turkey tastes really, really good. All right, well, it's the first time I've done this turkey breast like this, a sous vide style. I mean, it's just super tender. It's like crazy. Okay, there's the Joule for you, and this video is going to be a bit extended as well because I'm going to make a Turkey Tetrazzini with this turkey. Again, I'm going to use spaghetti squash instead of noodles or pasta. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed up to this point. Subscriptions just help me and the channel get out there a little bit more. Otherwise, you guys have a fantastic day. Chef Leroy and out.